Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, especially divine masculines or terrestrial masculines. I felt very drawn today to deliver a message specifically for men who are in deep spiritual connections to women or even to other men. I just felt like there was a surge of energy earlier today as I was meditating that is aiming to heal masculines out there. So I know that a lot of these pick a card readings are geared towards feminine energies, but I would like to make this specific pick a card reading for you guys in order to help heal and help bring about your connection into the 3D with your spiritual other half. Because we all know that in order for us to actually reach the relationship of our desired dreams, especially if it's a spiritual connection, we first have to dig deep and do that healing work. So today I'm going to explore with the help of crystals and the help of tarot and oracle cards. I have here 3 decks of oracles and 1 Ryder-Waite traditional tarot deck. We are going to explore how is she feeling currently about your connection. And you have the choice between pile 1, Amethyst, pile 2, black Tourmaline, pile 3, clear Quartz, and pile 4, a rough honey Calcite. Okay, take a deep breath in, breathe it out, and choose as much as possible with your gut and with your heart and not with your eyes. Feel free to choose more than 1 pile if you are wanting to hear more messages. Okay, if you've made your choice, I'm super excited to move on to pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. If you have chosen this beautiful purple amethyst rock, then these are your messages. So I felt very drawn today to meditate on the solar plexus chakra. That's why I'm also wearing a lot of gold and yellow. So there could be something here about healing the divine masculines and masculines in general in relationships at the moment by reflecting on the solar plexus chakra. That's just an additional message. I have already pre-shuffled your oracle cards. I'm just going to pull out whatever tarot cards fall out for you. So we're going to find out, how is your counterpart feeling about your spiritual connection at the moment? Okay, I'll stop there. They just jumped out. So the messages I have for you are the Tower card. Don't worry. The 7 of Swords. The 6 of Wands. The Knight of Cups. And then the oracle cards that you got were the Shaman of Stars, the Ancestor of Guidance, beautiful Elk, Cushiel, the Angel of Punishment. I had a feeling that it will come out today. Nothing will come of the situation. Don't worry, I'll explain. You are good enough. Okay. So I'm going to start backwards. I'm going to start with the final card. How is she feeling about you? She feels that you are worthy of her love. She feels that there have been obstacles and blocks to your connection to such an extent that one of you wants to give up. One of you wants to take their material things and just move on. Go to greener pastures. But if you do that, if you go to greener pastures, if you go to start another relationship with somebody else, do you see this expression on this face? This means just it will be maybe fun for a very brief while, but it will only leave you feeling with a feeling of emptiness. It's as if you know that what you have with this person is real in spite of all of the difficulties that you guys are encountering at the moment. You might be going around in circles. There might be some victim master kind of dynamics between the two of you, where one of you is trying to dominate the other one in order to control the situation. But this need to control your spiritual connection only stems from some anxieties that are born deep within both of your and hers past. So past experience, childhood experience, family trauma. So there are quite some negative influences around you, quite some dark entities, there are blocks, there are feelings of shame and guilt. Primarily, these are the obstacles in the way of your fulfillment. There is a need to reflect on what has made you feel ashamed of who you are in your life. How did you go from this to this? Why do you feel like you have to punish yourself? Why do you feel like you have to be stoic instead of being vulnerable? How can you go back to being in this energy of, I deserve her or him. I deserve to be together with my counterpart. I want to live out this love. I can give myself this love. I can nurture myself by being with this person. I feel that there is such a beautiful energy that can be unlocked through a moment of intense, sudden realization that will change you forever. And that will ultimately change this relationship with her forever. And you can unlock, let me just show you these cards, beautiful, beautiful experiences with this person, and experiences that can be long lasting. I feel like you have got this majestic elk spirit that is guiding you. This is the ancestor of guidance. So it's an ancestor, which means that it is somebody on your bloodline. I feel like it's on your bloodline more than on her or him, on your counterpart's bloodline. It's somebody that is guiding you right now. The energy of one of your ancestors is guiding you right now. And I feel like, again, it could be somebody that is a strong, masculine, traditional, providing kind of influence, a spirit of the forest, an earth sign in your family that is kind of helping you connect and heal and continue to connect spiritually with your counterpart as you are encountering these bizarre dynamics in your relationships with other people. I feel like you are locked in a system of you only give yourself pleasure if you have achieved something. You feel like you have to earn through a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears. You don't believe that love can just be given to you. Because you've been removed from this energy of you are good enough. Things just are. Love can be simple. Love can be given to you freely. So even if, for example, she were to give you or he were to give you love, your divine masculine is caught up in this idea that, no, in order for love to be real, I have to work for it. I have to earn it. But see, this is what's pushing other people's love away. Because some people just want to give you this love. Because they see you as this person. They see you as victorious anyway. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. They love you and they accept you just how you are. But it is your own mind that is creating these illusions. And I feel like you have to step away from your mind and get into your feelings. Become this Knight of Cups. Get in touch with the guidance offered by somebody in your family, in your bloodline. It could be even a great grandfather. Feel your feelings. And you will feel that whatever at the moment in your life feels like an unsurmountable obstacle is going to be shattered and you will have a breakthrough moment. I feel like your counterpart knows that you are divinely connected. She or he feels this link. They see you as the divine masculine that you are. Perfect, good enough, sufficient as you are. You know, I don't know if you watch rom-coms. I know men like to watch rom-coms as well, and they're very healing and very good. But there was, in Bridget Jones' Diaries, there is this thing that she has with Mr. Darcy when he tells her that, I love you just the way you are. Not prettier, not skinnier, not thinner. I just love you just the way you are. And she keeps repeating that throughout the movie, almost as if she doesn't believe it about herself, you know? You love me just the way I am. I feel like this is this connection at the moment. It's like you have to start believing that you are worthy enough for simple love. And what I mean by simple, I don't really mean that, oh, it's going to be boring. No, it's just going to flow very freely and directly towards you. And you need to place yourself in a position of receiving it. Your divine counterpart is ready for you. I feel it's primarily a she, but it could be another he. There could be two divine masculines coming together. Why not? Or a divine masculine and a divine feminine, but you both have the same gendered bodies. I just feel like there is a lot of love here from your counterpart towards you. You just have to put yourself in a position of receiving it. And as I said, what you could do is do some deep family work. Check astrologically to see if there are any patterns, any connections between your chart. Check to see in your birth chart if you have any planets in earth signs. What are those planets? Is it Neptune or Pluto? I would imagine. And then check to see if there are any links between the planets that you have in your birth chart that are in earth signs with any potential sun signs in earth in your family, or Mars signs in earth. The sun, solar energy, and Mars, deeply masculine energy, might be the clues to understanding your connection to your ancestor that is offering you guidance. And then once you've identified who is that strongly masculine presence on your bloodline that is encouraging you in this connection, connect with them. Talk to them, write notes or letters to them. Just think about them. Look at photos of them. And you gradually feel as if the situation is improving. I don't know why, but I just felt like this is a message that you needed to hear right now to encourage you on your path of self-healing and self-development, and ultimately do away with this yucky energy. This is mostly about delusions and victim-persecutor dynamics. Feeling shamed, feeling guilty, wanting to punish yourself for doing something wrong. But there is no value, there's no nurturance in staying in this situation of feeling guilty. You either can apologize to a person and keep that person in your life if you feel like you have done something wrong, or you could just forgive and let go. If you don't want to continue that relationship with that person, then don't. It just happened. Shit happens sometimes. I'm sure you know that. But I'm just saying that you don't need to dwell. You don't need to dwell on the guilt. Don't let it feed you, because it will stuck you into negative dynamics, and it will just pull towards you people that are of a low vibration that keep reinforcing you, or to you. Through how they communicate, they will keep reinforcing to you that yes, you should be kept in this guilty frame of mind. You don't need to be in that guilty frame of mind. You've chosen amethyst, so this is a very, very spiritual stone. You might want to wear some amethyst. You might want to Get a crystal and wear it in your pocket. Work with amethyst. Amethyst is so spiritual and deeply healing. I feel like you need a lot of healing. So make sure to take time for yourself, where you remember and you count your blessings, you count your victories, where you think you connect with your emotions, and you try to do some deep family work and uncover who is this masculine presence down your bloodline that is supporting you. Even if you had a bad relationship with your own father or your grandfather, look even further back. Try to uncover. Maybe there is somebody on your mother's bloodline. That's a little bit of homework for you guys. But I do feel like your partner's energies are very beautiful. She's very sultry. She's very sensual. Deeply Venusian, deeply Aphrodite-like at the moment, or it could be the divine feminine within another male. Receptive. She's very receptive at the moment. So if you want to get in touch, I wouldn't suggest you do that before you do some healing and some work on yourself. I would suggest you would contact her after you're letting go slowly of these victim-perpetrator dynamics, because you might end up projecting on her some hurts from the past, and it will only push her away from you. So do a little bit of healing work, and if you feel ready, if you find yourself in a positive, loving mood, you can connect with her, either through spirit or through, sending her a message or calling her. She's ready and open for you. So you've got nothing to fear. All you need to do right now is overcome yourself. And I see this Tower card as a deeply psychological presence in your life at the moment. You just need to detonate a lot of your false beliefs, a lot of your illusions, a lot of your lies perhaps that have been told to you about other people that might have been toxic, and you believe them. You think that this is who you are, that you're negative, that you're bad, that you're mean. You're not. I'm sorry to burst the bad boy bubble, but you're not divine masculine. You are good enough. And you're worthy of love. You just have to believe it. Okay, so that was my healing message for you, and this is how she feels about your connection at the moment. She's very open and receptive towards you. So as I mentioned, this was kind of slightly more focused on your deep inner work, but she is open and receptive to connect with you, okay? So take that as you wish, and I hope to see you guys again in my next pick a card reading. I wish you a very healing self-development process. Bye, pile number 1. Hello, pile number 2, my divine masculines. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this black tourmaline, a highly protective, deeply grounding stone, then this is your reading. I have already pre-shuffled and selected your oracle cards. I have them all here. I am just going to do a live pull one of some cards from the Ryder-Waite tarot. I feel like your energy is very different than the first pile. You're a little bit more giddy. You're exploring a lot of ideas. Wow, yes, I can see this. The cards are kind of running amok. Okay, I feel like one more card is needed. So we're going to try to uncover what she is feeling, or he is feeling about your connection. I try to make this inclusive of divine masculines that also have a divine feminine but in a male body. So we'll see what comes out. You have the 7 of Pentacles, or 7 of Coins. Okay, the 10 of Wands. Sorry, this is the 9 of Wands. Why did I say 10? Letting go, wanting to put down your burdens, but not feeling quite ready to let go. Okay, the Magician. Oh dear. The Nine of Swords, 2 nines. And the World. Yeah. You're on the brink of a transformation. You're on the brink of reaching some downloads. Maybe this is why you might be feeling giddy. And your oracle cards are Ancestor of Hope, the Horse Spirit, Dancer of Joy. Your guiding angel in this connection is Zachariah, the angel of memory. Adjustments are required. And finally, oh, you got two more. Great. Hold your vision and believe in the impossible. The energy I'm picking up with your pal is very, very sweet. So how is she feeling about your connection? I think she's very open-minded regarding what could happen in this connection. I think she's trying to manifest you into being. I feel like she misses you. Yeah, she might be doing some manifestation rituals. I'm sorry about that. Some manifestation rituals. She wants to keep a clear head and an open mind. I feel like she's cleansing her body and she's nurturing herself and she's trying to get into a self-love, positive mindset so that the manifestation comes in quicker. She might be a little bit impatient as she's trying to change some things in her daily routine to try to manifest this connection that you guys have quicker. I feel like she needs you to support this connection that you guys have by holding the vision. So I feel like this holding the vision card applies to both of you. As you know, in these spiritual connections, you both need to be magicians, you know, in your magician energy in order to manifest each other. It's very difficult when one of you is running away and the other one is trying to manifest for something to come through. But I want to talk a little bit more about your energy here because I feel like in order for these spiritual connections to come together, we each individually have to do some healing work on ourselves. So let's see what kind of healing work is there left for you to do. I feel like you've been doing quite a lot of work already and you are waiting to see the fruits of your labor. Maybe this is why you're feeling a little bit giddy, as I picked up on the beginning, because you feel like something is incoming. You don't know what is coming, but you feel like in regards to this connection, there might be a breakthrough. Anything is possible, as the World card is kind of showing me here that the situation can develop into many different directions, but you are flamed up, very inspired at the moment. You could have a really beautiful transit to your Venus. I feel like you could be a concentrated fire sign, perhaps a Leo moon, a Sagittarius ascendant, Aries sun, Aries Mars. You're feeling quite hopeful about the entire situation. You could also be having a lot of people around you that are supporting you, that are giving you very good advice in this period. However, oh God, I'm feeling so calm. There's this beautiful energy coming from your pile. However, there is something here that still needs your attention and still needs some patching up. These are two wounds that won't heal. One of them is connected to your spiritual development. You're holding on to something that you should let go. And I think that you're holding on mentally to a past relationship that you haven't processed yet. Somebody left you feeling so worried, so anxious, so down in the dumps that maybe you lost some sleep about this connection. But it's just because it's swords energy, so it's intellectual energy. This is just something that, how should I say it? It's a mental illusion. It is not real. Whatever happened, happened, and you don't need to keep reliving the situation. What you need to do at the moment is to figure out a way in which you can flip whatever you're thinking about on its head. Everything that we're going through in life has a negative and a positive. Let me give you an example. You have a baby fantastic. Wow, you're feeling great. You're like, my baby is healthy. It came into the world. It's great. And then the downside to that is that, oh no, now I have to protect the baby, feed the baby. I'm worried that, the baby might not survive. So there are, I'm just trying to give you an example to try to help you understand that if you balance this kind of negative and positive thinking, you are able to gain a broader perspective on the relationship. It's not the relationship to your spiritual connection. It's somebody else in your environment that made you feel very, very hopeless, defeated. It's not yet 10 of Swords. So I feel like this is something that maybe you're completing a karmic cycle with somebody. 9 nines, an ending is coming. An ending that simultaneously carries within it a new beginning. And I think this new beginning is with your counterpart. And I feel like your intuition as a divine masculine, you are feeling it, I feel like it's coming. It's been a long time coming, but you've been doing the work. Yeah, you've been doing the work, and like a horse that is galloping towards you, hope and joy are imminent. Okay, so this is really beautiful. The angel of memory kind of wants you to clear whatever negative memories you have and that you keep dwelling upon from your mind at the moment, because the angel of memory wants to soothe and wrap those memories and put them in a parcel somewhere else, maybe in the attic of your mind, because it wants to bring in new memories. So you need to have space in your heart, in your mind, in your life for bringing in your divine feminine. I think that the more you can be in a positive mindset, the more you can put your worries to rest, the more you're going to get closer and closer to manifesting her. And I feel like this is a situation that is imminent. So it's not going to be long now, but all you have to do is control your thoughts. Control the negativity that you allow into your life. And deal with the situation, with this situation in the present moment with this person. I feel like you're guarding yourself against this karmic situation, against this karmic person in your present. And because you're so protective, I've built my fortress and I'm not going to let anyone come through. You might inadvertently be blocking your perception that you can have everything with your divine counterpart, with your divine feminine. So, also, this is a protective crystal, black tourmaline. Wear it. Protect yourself against other people, but it's almost like you need to do a bit of a compartmentalizing work in your life, where you, and also it's kind of like arranging my colors. So you might need to, through your words, through how you express yourself in your life, you might need to tell some people, here are my boundaries, you're not allowed to cross them. But then in your connection with your divine feminine, you need to allow space for her to come in. So you can be like, with these karmic people, I'm going to set some strong boundaries in my present reality. And then when I have time alone and I'm thinking about my divine feminine, I'm going to open up completely. I'm going to believe in the impossible. I'm going to hold my vision. And as I'm making these adjustments, I'm going to leave space to manifest her. So, as I'm saying, there is a tricky work here of a bit like mental gymnastics. Be careful that you don't block everyone out of your life. Block only those people, or set boundaries only with those people that are stealing from your hopefulness, from your sense of joy. Don't block her. Don't block your divine feminine, because this might be the reason why your connection might be stalling. I feel she's quite hopeful about your connection, but at the same time, there might be some delays as well in her self-development process. I feel like she's busy at the moment making a lot of adjustments in her life As you guys know, you mirror each other. Although the extent of that mirroring, I have some issues about how much you guys mirror each other, but you do mirror each other on core elements. So if there is a massive adjustment happening in your life, it will happen in her life, but perhaps in a different area. She is a little bit tired though. She's a little bit tired. She might need some TLC. So since I see that your energies are quite good, it's only external aspects that need to be worked on for you guys to complete your healing. There could be the potential there to slowly begin to get back in contact with her, or to just prepare yourself mentally for reconnecting with her. Reconciling. Have you guys had an argument? I feel like this is not about her, but you might strongly miss your counterpart as you are having to deal with difficult situations with karmic people in your present life. Because we do that. We do feel like, oh, I wish I had somebody to support me as I have to, you know, tell these people to just back off. But overall, I mean, you both are in this energy and you're trying to manifest each other. So hold your vision and, you know, believe in the impossible with her. Something important might happen with the next full moon, which is coming up in about 3 to 4 weeks at the end of Mercury retrograde. So watch out for the full moon in Virgo. It might be significant for you. Okay, Divine Masculines, I feel like these are the healing messages that I had for you regarding how is she feeling about your connection. There were, as in the first pile, a bit more messages about what you could be doing to heal and bring about your connection. I hope you enjoyed it and that you'll tune back in to my next pick a card reading, guys. Wish you a great day. Bye. Hello, Pile 3 crew, my Divine Masculines that were drawn to this reading and to this clear quartz crystal. Clear quartz is a really beautiful transparent stone, a stone of clearing a lot of negativity, a stone of, well, basically burning through karma and toxicity. So oh, sorry about the camera tremble. You're in a good place if you're here, and I feel like there might be intuitively some messages regarding a strong change in the energy between you and your divine feminine. So I'm trying to make these messages very inclusive. I'm going to pull some cards right now from the tarot deck, but I already pre-shuffled and selected your oracle cards. And as I said, I'm trying to make it inclusive. This refers to divine masculines that have divine feminines, either men and women or men and men, because sometimes, you know, it just so happens that our divine feminines are locked in a male body, even though we might be male ourselves. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay. So let's see what you got. The Ace of Pentacles or of Coins. Four of Wands. Eight of Pentacles or Eight of Coins. The Fool. Page of Coins. Coins. It's supremely coin energy. Sorry, I don't know why my camera keeps trembling. Okay, maybe stabilize it a bit more. There we go. Coins. Stabilizing. There was something here about stabilizing the energy. I feel like you guys are grounding this love. Ancestor of Exile. So these are your clarifying oracle cards. Shaman of Purification. Remember what I said in the beginning? Clear crystal. clear quartz crystal and purification. Uriel, angel of the flame. This is unbelievable. This fits fantastic. A new romantic cycle begins. Oh, wow. And what do you need to release? I feel this card is about sexuality, to be honest. It's not about you releasing some bad connections or toxicity. It's about you wanting that sexual release with your counterpart. Your counterpart loves you so much. She is so focused at the moment on, like, I feel she retreated from a lot of difficult situations in her life, but maybe even retreated, and I feel like she tackled head on, like a rhinoceros, all the obstacles in her life that were kind of stumbling her prosperity and kind of blocking her capacity to manifest, her capacity to think positively, to be feminine, to get in touch with the divine feminine qualities. And I think she achieved a breakthrough moment. She's feeling herself, she's feeling self-worth, she's wanting to stabilize, she's working spiritually especially, but maybe also financially and materially, to try to bring together your connection, to have some solid grounds for your connection. So maybe she's thinking of buying a house, maybe she's improving the way she's dressing, the way she's eating, maybe she's changing jobs so that she has a better paid and less stressful jobs. I mean, don't we all want some of those? She's taking big risks, daring leaps of faith forward, and I think because she's doing this, she's being rewarded with your connection. I feel like you are being stimulated as well as she's making these bold, big decisions. She might have Aries in her chart somewhere, maybe Jupiter in Aries, Sun in Aries, Moon in Aries, or a transit, Mars over any of these planets that make her feel much more dynamic. I feel like she's feeling this. She's having erotic dreams about you. Yeah. Uriel, the angel of the flame, is guarding your connection, so you can pray to this angel, or you can reflect on images of Uriel. Uriel was also said to guard the gates of heaven and hell, so it would be the protector that would separate the two worlds. So maybe I feel like Uriel at the moment is kind of like protecting you both from falling back into toxic patterns, because I feel like you are getting a green light from the universe after you guys have purged and purified yourself and this connection, to actually get into it, to begin it finally on healthy spiritual grounds. Everything is complete. Everything is full. You guys are getting a reward, and I think that your reward is going to be each other. I feel like your divine counterpart is so peaceful and in a builder mode, as I mentioned earlier, but she's also taking daring leaps forward, preparing the ground. Do you know how women, before they give birth, sometimes they go through what some psychologists have called a nesting period? You know, they're nesting, they're bringing all the elements together because they're preparing for the baby. I feel like this is what's happening, but instead of preparing for a child, your divine counterpart, your divine feminine, is preparing for you. And I feel like you're more than ready to be with her as well. Now that I look at this card even more focused, I feel like there might be something that you need to melt. I feel like you might need to melt your heart towards her. I think in order to begin this, and to stop potentially what is a period of separation and no contact, you have to purify whatever karma has taken place between the two of you and just express your feelings towards her. You don't have to do it verbally if you're struggling with it. If you're struggling with putting your words into a cohesive form, then you don't have to message her or call her. I see with so much pentacle energy that you can also just be there for her, show up. Material, physical touch. You can give her a hug that says I love you, or comfort her, you know, touch her shoulder, hold her hands, hold her face. Something that says I see you, I value you, we're connected, I support you. Let's build together. Yeah? I feel like it's such beautiful energy, guys. You are building a new spiritual, like your relationship finally has received this wreath of, you know, flowers from the spiritual world, from your protectors, and has gotten the green lights for you guys to begin a new cycle now. And it's like you've eliminated toxicity, right? And now it's as if you're building on new solid foundations. 4 is the number of stability, of tradition of building foundations, grounding. You're grounding this love, this beautiful spiritual love, celebration. Yeah, you might celebrate through a lot of lovemaking once you come back, because it's all about touching, you know, and holding. I don't have more to say. I'm sorry. If you're looking for something more complex, all I'm going to say is that she loves you so much and she's ready for you. All you have to do is show up, be there, physically, materially, somehow. You just have to show up in this connection and you'll have it. New beginnings. Look at this. New beginnings. You're purified, you guys. You're ready. Just melt whatever resistance. Melt your heart towards her. And yeah, go ahead. Live this love. That's gorgeous. I wish you all the best, pile number 3, and hope to see you again in my next pick a card reading. I hope you enjoyed this one, specifically dedicated to the divine masculine within us. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Mwah! Bye. Hey, pile number 4, if you have chosen this honey calcite rough stone, then this is your reading. And I've already pre-shuffled and selected your oracle cards, but I'm going to pull the tarot cards live for you in trying to figure out how is your divine feminine feeling. I'm wearing a lot of yellow because I feel like, and also if you were drawn to the honey calcite, there is a lot of work on the solar plexus that needs to be done during this period. I feel super much as if the divine masculine needs to do a lot of healing regarding the solar plexus and the sacral chakra, but the solar plexus more. So there is something here about healing the wounded warrior, healing the sense of confidence and sense of self-worth of the divine masculine in the spiritual connection. And I have to say this, I hope I won't get emotional, but I feel like I'll be speaking to my divine masculine in this reading, because I felt as if the honey calcite pile is also my pile. So we'll see. I'm also trying to be highly inclusive, so it could be that you are a divine masculine thinking of a divine feminine that could be in either a male or a female body. So take it as you wish, however it resonates. Let's see what messages we have for you. Too many, I'm just gonna choose the one on top. One more. This one. Let's see what your tarot cards are. King of Cups. Five of Wands. Queen of Wands. King of Swords. Wow. And Three of Pentacles. And oracle cards are Ancestor of Illusion. It's like almost like an impala, I think. Impala spirit. Hunter of Death. Don't worry, I can interpret what this is about. I just felt it. Material, Angel of Rain. What was I saying about the solar plexus? Confidence is your key to success. Leo energy. Oh God, double message in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Yeah. And Pisces, meditate and contemplate. Your divine feminine at the moment is deeply in her Queen of Wands energy. I'm feeling as well as if she's also in a King of Swords energy, as she is fighting with people in the environment for her self-worth. But here is the catch. She's succeeding at this. And every small victory she encounters with people in her environment, with defeating toxicity, she's taking each winning brick and adding it together to the cathedral that, well, the spiritual cathedral as a metaphor, that is your love and your relationship. She's building inside of herself this really confident, supportive space. Like she's becoming stronger and stronger every day. I feel as well, she's highly intuitive. See the black cat here, connected with forces, not necessarily dark, but forces outside of our limited mental comprehension. She could be a witch, she could be into witchcraft, she could be a tarot reader, into astrology, and she is strongly in her power at the moment. It's like, I feel as if she's drinking from this nectar, you know, spiritual nectar at the moment. She's nourishing herself. Actually, right before your reading, I had to stop and I ate some French fries. So there is something here about, and drank some water. So there is something here about nourishing herself, taking care of herself. She's becoming a spiritual authority. I feel like she's doing very good in whatever it is that she's working on. She feels that she loves what she's doing. It might not be very stable though. She's still building the stability. She's not there yet with the stability, but she is confident and modest about what she can achieve, but she's really fired up and passionate. I feel like this could be your moon. You might have a moon in Leo. Yeah. In this sense, I feel like she will transmit to you a sense of humility as well. Don't let pride get in your way. Whatever happened between you and this person, I feel like you both are quite proud people. You are sitting on a wealth of feelings that are unexpressed, but you got the king. The King of Cups is an ultimate emotional authority. I feel like your intuition as a divine masculine matches her capacity to be spiritually intuitive. So she's fired up and you're very watery. But you both complement each other. You're a king and queen, right? You're both crowned. You're both authorities in your own way. But you're much more retentive than she is. She's much more feisty. She's a little bit more open in how she communicates as well. You are much more secretive. You hold your cards close to your chest and you reveal things slowly in time. There is no rush with the King of Cups, but there is a lot of impulsivity and dynamism with the Queen of Wands. I feel like, you know how she's holding the staff here? I feel like she has a bit of reserve regarding you. She is looking towards you and you're looking away. I'm not sure if you guys are ready to come into contact yet. Sorry to say that, but I feel like there needs to be more done here. There needs to be a bit more healing work that happens for you to finally turn your gaze towards her and for her to just lay down that stick that she's using, perhaps to protect herself against your energy. Maybe something happened in the past and you came at her quite arrogantly and she's protecting herself against that. But whatever conflict was between you two guys, it was an illusion. It was an illusion that was created in order to help you grow. You both had to do some growing work. And you both had to heal each individually before you come together. But I feel like the projections are gone now. The colors let me know that they're moving into something so much more intimate. Oh, wow. Yeah, I felt it in my chest, whoa, and in my throat as well. Something much more intimate. I feel like it's hard to find the words to describe this connection that you're feeling with her. But something died. I feel like you're shedding an old ego, an old way of thinking about the world. Where she is. I feel like you're both just becoming much more humble. You're humbled by situations in your life. In your case, I'm really sorry to say this, but it could be an actual death. Spiritually, this card is about a hunter, a very dynamic spirit that follows you and holds your hand through obstacles. You are not afraid of death. You challenge death. A lot of loss has happened in your life, and the hunter of death is just here to guide you through it. But enough is enough with the death and the dying and the loss. Enough with shattered, ruptured connections and burning your bridges because of ego. Meditation and contemplation, being still, helps both of you heal, but especially you. And maybe you have retreated from the world to try to understand what were these illusions that were keeping you separate. I feel like you both did so well. That's why you're the king and queen. But I feel like especially in your case, you had to understand some conflicts with a deeply rational, logical, uncompromising male energy in your life. I feel like it's your father. I feel like your father was a very stern person, maybe somebody that even was in the military or had some sort of position of authority, and they were not at all in their energy. was a very aggressive man, aggressive masculinity. And it was hard for you to identify with him, but nonetheless, unconsciously you did. But this aggressive masculinity, this ego over heart, Leo, the higher octave of Leo is about heart, living from the heart, loving and not caring, doing whatever the F you want, but doing it with love, with compassion, with loyalty, with spirit, with life force, with childlike joy. The lower octave of Leo is arrogance, indifference, not giving a damn, walking over other people to satisfy your own needs selfishly, being surrounded by sycophants and people pleasers rather than people that genuinely love you, that genuinely nurture you, that genuinely want you and want to see you grow. Like a real king, not like a fake superstar. I just feel like you guys, I'm not sure if you met when it was raining heavily outside, Material, or if you'll meet again when it will be rainy season. I'm seeing April or July. But you are super abundant together. You and this person are two life forces. She's more on the spiritual wand side, you are more on the emotional cup side. And you might be thinking, well, how the F am I on the cup side when I had this really violent, really logical, really aggressive masculine energy in my life? Well, I think this masculine energy was there to teach you not to identify with it, not to become like your father, but to figure out, to go within and to understand that there is worth and that there is love in being emotionally powerful, that your emotions matter, that you can be a leader, an emotional leader. To move away from this kind of toxic masculinity into a nurturing masculinity, a caring masculinity, a masculinity that feeds others through its words, through its emotions, through its time, through its care and attention, not a masculinity that devours and dominates. A lion that shares with its pride, does not devour its young and attacks its lioness. Wow, I felt like that was such an important message for you to hear. Like the heart chakra completely like, you know, like, oh, wanted to go back in and resist, you know. Be bold like a lion and confident in yourself in this connection. It is your key to success. Your courage, your boldness is going to be so appreciated by your Queen of Wands. She's a bit of on the defensive now because she doesn't understand how you come across. You might have come across very, as I mentioned, quite arrogant towards her. So of course she would reel back in. It's like, no, this person is not to be trusted. Maybe she might have seen you as a player. But I feel like you guys are just, you know, your counterparts. You're meant to be. You met under very auspicious circumstances and you are both kind of like encircling each other. Life is going to bring you guys back together eventually. It might take some time because you do have to unleash a watershed of prosperity in the world. You are very creative, especially her. But you will actually give her the emotional stability as the King of Cups that she needs to create. Pisces as well, creation, right? Imagination, connection with higher self, with the divinity. So you'll give her this emotional stability and she'll give you the strength and the courage to be the leader, to be that emotional leader, to trust your emotions. So I see you guys as a really beautiful pair. It's just there are some issues to process and leave the dead with the dying. Not bringing illusions, projections from the past into this connection. Not infecting your love with karmic situations from other people in your life, but coming together to build spiritually. You're building, guys. It's not yet the 10 of Pentacles. You might reach there though. Okay, pile number 4, that was your reading. I think I actually spoke lengthier than the other piles, but I just hope this helped. I hope this nourished you. I hoped it's helping you heal. And as a closing message for everyone right now, I just wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you so much to all my wonderful subscribers. These have been 4 amazingly spiritually growing days for me, and I'm so happy and so blessed, so grateful to be able to deliver these messages to you. I genuinely hope that they help. Let me know down in the comments if they help. If you would like to see different content, I am open to suggestions, okay? I'm really happy to be connecting with you guys. So let's cut this short. I'll see you guys in my next pick a card reading. I'm thinking of doing one about how does he feel about you right now. I hope this helped, Divine Masculines, and I'll see you next time. Bye, my loves. Mwah.